Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey. Hey. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Come on. It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live.
Come on.
Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Why?
Come on in, everybody. Why? Why? Because it's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. What up, what up, what up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall Radio live call-in show right here live on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, streaming live on Instagram and Facebook, and don't forget Twitch. We are over on Twitch, so make sure you go check us out if Twitch is your thing, right? But I'm your host, D-Will the Coach. Y'all already know it, man, and I'm here with my guy, producer extraordinaire on the ones and twos, Breezy in the building. What up, Breeze?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Man, you already know it's been AAU season for a while now, Breeze, and we got some AAU talk to talk about. Now, before we get into what we talking about tonight, somebody tell us, man, what we sound like, bro. We done had a couple of, what's up, nephew? We done had a couple of audio issues here over the last few shows. We're hoping we got that straightened out, man. So if y'all can, man, what up, chat? I ain't spoke to y'all. What up, chat, man? If y'all can let us know, man. What up, nephew? Jamal Culver in the building, one of the top 2027s. Top 2027s in the state, man. But we good. I got the update. They say we sounds amazing. Nephew say we sound good. So let's go.
That's all we need.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. We back. We back. Because I got a lot to talk about, man. If y'all have been following iBall Radio over the last several weeks, man, last week we dropped our 2026 iBall TDB lottery rankings are up right now, man. Go check out the top 14, man. Go see who we put in the lottery. And tomorrow, Breezy, on tomorrow, I'm announcing it right now. On tomorrow, we will release the remaining of the 2026 iBall TDB rankings. Go down tomorrow. Hit the horn for me.
There's a lot of names on there.
Listen, we're in ranking 15 through 215 people. That's right. We will drop 200 names in the class of 2026 on tomorrow, exclusively on iBallRadio.com. So what does that mean? That means you got to have an iBall Radio subscription to see it.
It do mean that.
It means, yeah. We only give y'all 14. We only give y'all the lottery, man. We give y'all the top 14. But if you want to see 15 through 215, if you want to see where your name falls in the remaining 200 names, these are just not names that are mentioned. These are a ranking, right? So if you want your ranking to go up, you want your ranking to go down, two things you can do. One, you got to hoop, right? One, you got to hoop. Two, you got to lock in with iBall and iBall Radio, man. You got to lock in. Go fill out your player card, man. Breezy's going to throw it on the screen here shortly, man. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Go fill out your player card. That is the best way to stay locked in with us, man. That's the best way to stay locked in with us. And, of course, man, tap into the live, man. Jackson Woodard in the building. Yo, what up, nephew? Jackson Woodard in the building, man. Hayden High School. But what'd you say, Breezy?
I was saying that's easy. Just tap in.
That's easy, man. Just tap in, bro. Right? Like here's the thing, Breezy. What else you tapping in with?
Right. Because we the only one.
We the only one. So what else are you tapping into if you're not tapping into what we got going on? Right? So my thing is, man, tap into iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com, and also iBall TDB, man, where we drop all our rankings. Shout out to our guy Terry Drake on that, man. He helps us a lot with that list.
Appreciate you, Drake.
You know what I'm saying? So Breezy got the player card. If you're on right now, man, scan the QR code that's on the screen right now and go fill out your player card. My new nephew, man, Jackson Woodard just popped in the building, man.
What up, Neff?
And I'm gonna tell you like this. He was mentioned in the article today, man. We dropped the article today. Top 5 shooting guards in the state. Well, I ain't gonna say top 5. We mentioned 5 amazing shooting guards here in the state of Alabama. I kind of did it randomly through the list, man. I went and grabbed some names, some guys that I really put my eyes on already that I really want to talk about. So I dropped those today. Tomorrow, we dropping a small forwards 2026. We're doing top 5 tomorrow. Top 5 small forwards in the class of 2026. We're dropping that article on tomorrow. So if you want to check all this stuff out, man, go to iBallRadio.com. Get your iBall Radio subscription, man, and you get to see all of this stuff. Now, we have had an influx of premium subscriptions. So we got 2 subscriptions on iBallRadio.com. We got our regular subscription where you can get all the rankings and the articles and get all the basic stuff on there. But we do have a premium subscription that gives you access to our player database and our exclusive content. We got some really dope interviews lined up that we're not going to do on live, but they will go up on the website under exclusive content. Coaches, college coaches, players, all of them. We're going to the player circle, and we're going to Coach's Corner. So be on the lookout for that under exclusive content, exclusively on iBallRadio.com. We will drop the remaining of the iBall TDB rankings tomorrow. 200 names will be released on tomorrow. 15 through 215 will be released on tomorrow. So if you want to see your name, and see where you rank according to iBall and iBall TDB, tap into the iBallRadio.com website, get your subscription, and you'll be able to see that on tomorrow. We're going to drop that around noon. So be on the lookout around noon. We're going to put that up, man. So be on the lookout for that, man. We are dropping all types of articles and information on iBallRadio.com, man. So if you're not tapped in, I don't know what you're doing. But what I was saying earlier, we do have an influx of premium subscriptions coming in, right? Premium subscriptions are coming in. You know who those premium subscriptions are, Breezy? Should I tell them?
You might as well, because it should be obvious, but you know.
Premium subscription goes to coaches. And we got an influx of premium subscriptions coming in right now. So what does that tell you, people?
Hey.
What does that tell you, people? That means we have an influx of college coaches tapping into iBallRadio.com.
Staying on the line.
They stand on the line, man. Now they don't have to call me too much anymore. I do got someone that called me like, hey, coach, I couldn't find this guy on the website. You got his information. Yes, I'm going to track it down for you. So let me talk to the college coaches real quick. A lot of y'all call me on a daily basis, and Breeze and me, when you talk about this on a daily basis, and I talk to them, right? Now we have a platform for you. Go to iBallRadio.com, get you a premium subscription. It's basically for you coaches. Don't call my phone and ask me for a phone number or about a guy that you can get off the website. If you go to the website and you can't find that player on there, cool. Hit me up. I got you. I'm going to get that information for you. But if you don't have a subscription, you better be really locked in with me for me to go out and do that work for you, right? No more free work for you coaches, right?
Locked in.
You got to be locked in with me to go get that. Same thing for the players, bro. Same thing for the players. If coach picks up the phone and calls me and asks me about you, I'm going to get in the lowdown. But if you want me to pick up the phone and call for you, you got to get locked in, man. You got to be locked in. Like nephew Jamal Crawford, he locked in. I'll pick up the phone for him. Easy. Right? Like, oh, nephew just popped in. Gage Mayfield. What up, Gage?
What up, boy?
I'm picking up the phone for Gage, right? He been locked in since we started this, right? He been locked in since we started this. So, of course, I'm doing that, man. And, of course, man, it's a lot of other ones out there. I'm just talking about who in the chat right now. And like, again, man, I'm saying, what up, chat? Everybody tapping into us right now. But Breezy, man, before we get into what we're talking about tonight, man, we're going to go through all these articles that we've been dropping. We're going to go through the iBall TDB lottery rankings for 2026. But I do want to talk about something before we get in that, because we got 2 things to talk about according to AAU basketball tonight that I'm going to tap into, right? There's a couple things AAU basketball that we've been seeing out here on the circuit, on independent circuit and the shoe circuits, man, that we've been seeing out here that I want to talk about today. With it, it's the first weekend of session 1 for a lot of these shoe circuits kicked off this weekend, right? So a lot of information came out for that. We'll tap into that just a little bit. But before we get there, man, I got a question. And I posted this on our story today on iBallRadio.com Instagram page, iBall Radio Instagram page. Somebody asked me this, Breezy, right? And they were like, man, this was a player. I'm going to be specific. This was a player, a kid asked me, right? And the reason he asked, he told me. The reason he asked, because his parents asked, because he wanted to get a subscription. But his parents asked the question, right? So they were like, do people really tap in with y'all? Are y'all just on here blowing smoke up our ass, basically, pause, right? They asked that. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to post our IG numbers. Just IG, right? And you can go look at it right now, right? We 75,000 views over the last 30 days. On IG alone. That's not Instagram. That's not Facebook. That's not Twitter. That's not Twitch. That's no other platform. That's not even iBallradio.com. That is strictly, I mean, strictly and solely coming from Instagram. And we had 75K in 30 days. So basically what I'm telling y'all, bro, we hitting over 100,000 views plus every single month. That is players, that is organizations, that is college coaches, that is parents, that is everybody that is encompassed in the basketball community in the state of Alabama, bro. We are over 100,000 views per month. So that's for advertisers, that's for sponsors. Bro, if y'all are still out there questioning what we doing, and we Breeze over 250 something, almost 200 some episodes in. We gone, right? So my thing is, if y'all want to tap in with us, bro, we're here for y'all, man. And yes, people do tap in just to answer the question. Yes.
Yeah, they definitely tap in.
They definitely tap in, man. It's over 100,000 views per month.
But the right people tapping in.
That's my point.
The top tier, like.
But Breezy, I'm glad you said that.
Like on the back end.
I'm glad you said that.
Like, man, you ain't got no idea, man. Like,
and here's the thing, Breezy.
We got an eyeball.
Yeah, and here's the thing, bro. It don't matter if it's 500,000 people tap in. You just, what you say, Breeze, you need which ones? The right ones.
The right ones.
We got the right ones tapping in. I got a call last week, man. What's the day? Monday. Yeah, this was last week, over the weekend. And I got a high major JUCO coach from the Panhandle called me, right? Damn it, Breeze, I'm just gonna put it out there.
Just gonna get it to him this time.
I had Coach Lane Below from Florida Gulf Coast. My guy, Coach Lane Below, hit me up from Florida Gulf Coast last week, asking me about a kid from Alabama. Hey, Coach, how can this kid play? What's the deal on him? I done tried to reach out to him. I can't get in touch with him. I done text him. I done DM'd him. He hadn't replied to my messages, right? I'm like, damn. All right, let me reach out and see what's up. So, I do what I do, jump on the hook, find out, hey, man, he's leaning towards another high major JUCO already, somewhere in Texas, right? I ain't going to put all this information out. But somewhere in Texas, he's leaning heavily towards a high major JUCO in Texas. Can't be mad at that. But here's my thing. You can respond, right? Right? Because I'm here to tell you, Coach Lane Below won't be at Florida Gulf Coast for long. If he is tracking towards Division I college basketball. He is tracking towards Division I college basketball. So my point is, in the next 2 to 3 years, I have a feeling it could be longer. He might stay longer. But in my opinion, in the next 2 to 3 years, at max 4, Coach Lane Below will be in major Division I college basketball. So when he goes to said Division I school in a couple of years, guess who he might want to recruit? That kid. That same kid that ghosted him. That same kid that didn't answer his phone calls.
Right.
He might be looking for a spot in 2 to 3 years.
Right.
He might be going to us. Listen, I'm gonna chop it down like this even more, Breezy. What if a school is recruiting him in 2 years out of the transfer portal? Want to give him a bag, right? And he's being recruited by one assistant. And we've had this conversation on here before about how assistants work on college staffs. He's being recruited by one assistant. He walks into the room. Name goes up on the board. All of a sudden, Coach Below is down there. Oh, that kid on the man, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't do this. I got a kid that's been doing this, this, and this, and this for the last 3 years. They're very comparable. The bag is the same to get them. Who you think they're going to go get? You don't burn bridges, young fellas. That is my point behind this story. You don't burn bridges. Answer the phone, pick up the phone, make the phone call, take the phone call, answer the text message. And if you want to do something else that's not that, pick up the phone and tell them. They respect that.
Yeah, just be honest.
Just be honest. Just be honest, dog. Listen, if you don't, there's nothing in this world you have to do.
A yes or a no.
Hey, they can't say nothing but no. You know yes or no. You don't know where that come from, but you can't say nothing but no, right? So my thing is, just pick up the phone, man. Keep it 100 with people, right? But in that conversation, after we got the conversation going by, hey, man, he might be going somewhere else. I got something else for you, though. I got something else for you. He was like, really? Boom. Give me a minute. I'm finna send you something. Picked up the phone, made another phone call. Hey, I need some film. Send me film. ASAP, Rocky. Like right now. Film came in. Film went out. Text came back in. I like him. I'm going to bring him in. That's an opportunity. Bro, that wasn't nothing we did. That was just us doing what we do on a daily basis and getting the kid an opportunity.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You know why I said that kid's name? 2 reasons. 1, he can play. 2, he's locked in with us.
Yeah.
He locked in.
Yeah, you gotta be.
His parents, they locked in. They reach out, they talk, they ask questions, they build the relationships. They bring them to camp. So that's all I'm saying, bro. Lock in with us, bro, and we'll look out for you. Straight like that. Straight like that, man. But let's talk about a couple things, man. Breeze, what you want to go into first? You want to go into this AAU talk, man, or you want to go into this name calling thing? Which one you want to go to first?
Go and get AAU out the way.
Let's go and get the AAU out the way. Okay. All right, man. Couple of things I want to talk about on the AAU front, man. And this is directed solely at players and parents, of course. Right? AAU directors, it is what it is. But this is directed solely at parents, man, and players. You know how, Breeze, we've talked about in the past negative dinner table talk?
Yeah.
You know how that's one of Chill Will things? He loved talking about negative dinner table talk?
Yep.
Okay, so it's some negative dinner table talk going around, but it's in a different form. And what I want players and parents to stop saying when you're trying to tell us about yourself or your child, bro, let's answer the phone. Look, because he calling me and don't even know it. Watch this. What's up, man? You're live on air with iBallRadio.com. What it is, Chill Will.
What's up, man? What's up?
Hey, listen, I know
y'all at, man?
We in the studio. We live.
Oh, we got a Chill Will sighting?
We just leaving practice, bro.
No.
Yeah, man. Sixth grade.
That's what's up, man. 6th grade had a practice tonight, man. You know what night it is, man. We live every Monday. Now he act like he don't come to work, y'all, so he be forgetting. He had to go conduct.
Hey, man, listen, man. We trying to get these groups together so we can win.
Gotta win some games, man. Gotta get these kids better. First and foremost. But what's up with it, Chill Will? What's happening with it?
Man, that's it, man. Just was hollering at you guys, man. Let you know, man. We leaving practice. We got a good hour, 30 minutes in. Went over some plays. Got some understanding because our 6th grade group is over. Yeah, they summer. What we 6 games in? We 0-6.
Yep. They struggled and they struggled this past weekend a little bit. But like I say, it's a lot. That group there, it's their first time in this type of atmosphere. So it's gonna take a learning curve because our 4th graders now started last year and they took their lumps. This year, they're lumping everybody. Right? So it takes a year progression. Even our 8th grade squad, they started out with us 2 years ago. Last year, they were lumping everybody. This year, they still lumping everybody. So it's a progression, man. As long as you stick with iBall Radio and guard your man, you're gonna get better.
Yeah,
what's the topic tonight, man? What y'all talking about?
Well, man, we were just starting our topic for tonight, Chill Will, and you were just mentioned, ironically enough.
That's why he called.
That's why he called, because we were talking about you. But we were talking about your.
That's really why I called.
I already know your ears were burning. So here's what we're talking about. You know how you love to say negative dinner table talk, right? So some negative dinner table talk that we're seeing now in the AAU world from parents and players is they love saying, "Oh, I play better during AAU season. I can show my game off more during AAU season versus school ball season. The coach holds me down. We have to run a system. They got me playing out of position." All these excuses of why you don't look the way you look during the high school basketball season, but then you claim during AAU season you play so much better, right? And the issue I have with that is you play better because you ain't got to do nothing, right? You don't
exactly.
You don't have
surrounded
to
by better players.
You don't have to think. You don't have to do anything. There's no practice. There's no preparation. There's no real accountability being forced on you. So, of course, you're just out there praying for. If you have 3 turnovers and 2 bad shots and the coach ain't going to say nothing to you, of course you think you're playing better because he didn't take you out and sit you the whole game.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's our topic for tonight, man. What you got on that?
Nah, man, you're making a great point. So hopefully all the parents are tapped in and listening, and all the players are tapped in and listening, because that's something that we're hearing a lot of. Guys want to go play on stacked teams.
Yes, Brian. Yes.
So if I'm able to do that, maybe it's something that I need to be working on in my game that I'm just not going to work on right now because my friend can do it. And I can just look how I need to look on the team, and then I feel good if I get 1 or 2 points. I didn't have the 2 or 3 turnovers because I didn't have to handle the basketball.
What we call that, B? We call that hiding. A lot of y'all.
It's a lot of hiding going on.
I wish we had it. We should have had it. We should have had the peekaboo. Hey, listen, because that's what they want to do. Players say I play better, but no, what you're actually saying is I'm able to hide. I'm able to.
And Coach, I'm gonna say this too, Coach. The nature of AAU basketball is two levels. Guys aren't allowed to coach. I'm gonna say athletic association basketball. If you know what I'm saying.
I do.
So a lot of the coaches that are involved are, I'm not going to say guys aren't connected to the game. They are freelance coaches.
There you go. That's a great way to put it, bro. That is a great way to put it.
My job, my AAU job or accountability doesn't count to me winning games on an AAU circuit. All right. I'm not going to hold a kid accountable for the 4, 5, or 6 turnovers he may have, bad pass he may have, because he may be my stepson. And this team is centered around him getting one.
You talking?
So we got to be careful in these AAU seasons with the coaching that these kids are actually receiving from guys who aren't really coaches.
And
they're bots.
They bots. Y'all out there bots. Y'all standing on the sideline of your bots. And that's the thing, Chill Will. These kids are lacking in development during the critical spring and summer months when you're supposed to be developing, because you're with a coach who don't know what he's doing. He don't
know what he's doing. He don't know how to structure a practice.
Don't know how to structure a practice. Don't know how to substitute rotations. Don't know how to put you in a position to showcase your skills. Because am I mistaken, Chill? Or isn't AAU basketball about improving and exposure? Isn't it?
Yes.
I don't think it's I think AAU was created solely for those 2 reasons: to get better and to get exposure. I don't think winning comes anywhere in that equation. Nowhere. When they're winning, because bro, we saw some coaches this weekend out there on the AAU circuit that were, I don't know what the hell they were doing, Chill.
Lacking professionalism.
That hit the horn again, Breezy. He on fire tonight. They were completely lacking professionalism. Like when you stand on that sideline and you are the leader of young men, you have a standard to uphold. And a lot of these cats out here are not upholding that standard because they don't come from that world. They come from whatever world they come from. You throw a couple of kids in some uniforms. Bro, we even saw a team with uniforms this weekend, and on the back of their jerseys, their numbers were like 01, 02, 03. They had double numbers for single-digit number. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Man, we saw a coach with a white beater on.
Oh, my God. We saw a coach in a wife beater, y'all.
Like he outside.
In a wife beater.
In a wife beater. He was coaching
on sideline.
The team on the sideline in a wife beater. Who in the hell?
Professionalism gone.
And so we got the parents and players out here saying you play better in AAU, and your coach that's coaching you is in a wife beater. You don't play better. You're just not being held accountable. It's a difference.
Because we got to talk about the parents that are in the stands on a lot of these. Like we had parents that wanted to act like they wanted to come out on the floor on referees. All right. It's a lot that goes on in the AAU season that doesn't actually go on during the high school season, that creates a lot of bad habits that high school coaches and college coaches have to break. And listen, a lot of times at the shoe circuit games, you see a little bit more professionalism being involved because the level is different. We're talking about this mom and pop level. There's a lot of kids playing at in their developmental stage.
Yes. Guys that really need development. We're talking about the ones. Listen, I'm not talking about Gage Mayfield. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Pro 1. I'm not talking about Team Scoop. I'm not talking about in some cases the Fusion, right? Like, I'm not talking about JSI. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about those level programs. I'm talking about the developmental programs where guys are looking and needing to get better.
To get to the JSI, to get to the Team Scoop,
to get to the Pro 1, to get to the Fusion, like to do that. And so to even those independent squads like a Crimson Kings, right? Those gauntlet teams, those Adidas Gold gauntlet teams, those UA Rise teams, those Puma what they call Next Pro leagues, like those leagues that are trying to get on the major circuits. They're trying to get EYBL, they're trying to get UAA, they're trying to get 3 Stripes, they're trying to get the Puma Pro circuit. Dog, like I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the ones that need the development, that are out here, and they got these kids out here and they're having a terrible representation. And now that kid just jumps from team to team to team to team to team.
Oh, wow.
And then the parents call us and tell us, oh, he played way better in AAU because his coach don't let him do so-and-so, so-and-so. No, there's no accountability.
There's no accountability.
That's why you think you're playing better.
Like you say, if I change a team on the weekend, it doesn't matter. Like, hey, I played bad this weekend. I'm going to quit your team. I'm going to go play with this other team. And now I can go play 3 or 4 games the same weekend with that team. You can't do that in high school.
Nope. Or coach, you got a coach that does have accountability, right? And he lights into you because you continue to make the same mistakes that he tells you to stop making. And he lights into you. And guess what you do? Oh, I'm going to quit. I'm going to go play with this other team.
All good, coach.
Yes.
But here's the thing. In high school,
that's not an option in high school basketball.
When he light into you, you can't do nothing but quit. You gonna quit?
Or learn to take coaching.
Come on, man. Like that has been burning me up because I literally had a parent tell me, oh, he plays so much better during AAU. How?
Because he ain't playing.
Thank you. He ain't doing nothing. He's able to go hide. You fill out your player guard and you say point guard, but then I come watch you play and you don't play point guard at all. You just short. It's a difference. It's a huge difference.
Makes a difference. Well, yeah, man, I just want to tap in.
That's what's up, man. There he is, man.
Shout out.
So shout out Chill Will on the phone, man, and he'll be back in studio real soon. Chill Will, we'll holler at you in a minute, brother.
In a minute.
There it is. There he is, man. Our guy, man, co-host Brian Williams, aka Coach Chill Will, calling in. Big Chill calling in, man, dropping knowledge on y'all, man. Letting y'all know it's no accountability, man. We got coaches out here in wife beaters, man. Stop it. Nephew in the building, man. What up, Marcus Perry, nephew in the building. What up, Marcus? Big H.O., big homies in the building. What up, Big H.O.? The Godfather, man. The Godfather is in the building. If y'all want to know, man, y'all can catch me every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time in the ATL with the SRT radio show, man, talking all things sports. I know I talk all things high school, college basketball on here, but if you want to see me talk more than high school and college basketball, catch me at 6 p.m. on SRT radio on Facebook, talking all things sports, NBA, NFL, NBA, NFL, NBA, NFL, and then he want to come and ask me something about some baseball. I don't know about no damn torpedo bats. Y'all know I don't know nothing about torpedo bats, but he always want to throw me a curveball and ask me something about baseball. But yeah, man, you can tap in. We also talk college football, college basketball, man, all things sports on the SRT show, man, every Wednesday night, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and on the radio on the ATL. But yeah, man, so AAU coaches, man, I want y'all to do one more thing for me also. And I wanted to bring this to Chill, but I know he had to cut out because we were on the phone. Hey, man, stop having negative talk about high school coaches, right? Because a lot of that conversation that I'm talking about of a parent or a player saying I play better on the AAU circuit than I do with my high school team. I'm tell you why they say that. Because you got a AAU coach saying that the high school coach, he don't know what he's doing.
The high school side don't know what they.
The high school side don't know what they doing, right? And then that starts to feed into the parent's head. And they start believing that lie.
Yeah, they start looking at the high school, the coach different.
So now if the high school coach don't know what he doing,
it's his fault.
It's his fault. When the high school coaches, okay, let me differentiate the two between AAU and high school. A high school coach, he has a job. You know what his job is? To win. That's a high school coach's job.
You gotta win.
You gotta win. Yes, you're to develop players. Yes, you're to mentor. Yes, you're to be a father figure in a lot of cases. You are to be all those things on a high school level.
Plus a dub.
Plus the dub. And you gotta go teach PE or something. And you gotta go teach history or science. Plus the dub, Breezy. And they're getting fired for performance nowadays.
Lose 2 games.
Lose 2 games. Have a losing season.
Especially in the playoffs.
Have a losing season, see what happened to you. So that's the job of an AAU, of a high school coach. Bro, the job of an AAU coach is you got one job. Develop. It's not your job to win, right? Now, if you're on a shoe circuit, you got to win some games. But you can lose all your games if you can get all the players. You feel what I'm saying? But if you can get the players, you're not going to win. You're not going to lose games. You see how that coincides, right? But your job as an AAU coach, director, whatever you want to call yourself, bro, your job is to develop and expose. That's it. That's it. If you're out here getting these kids and your agenda is trying to win basketball games, oh yeah, parents, take your kid and run. Take your kid and run. You just heard Chill Will say they just came from where, Breezy?
Practice. Getting it in.
From where?
Practice.
Not a game.
After a long weekend of games.
Not a game. Not a game. Practice.
That's not a game.
All right, I'm off my Allen Iverson. I was on my Allen Iverson there for a minute. But yeah, man, we're talking about they just came from practice so they can get better, so they can develop, so they can hopefully win a game. Right? That's what we're talking about. We talked about our 4th graders. Last year, they got bludgeoned, but they got better over the year, and now they're winning games. Our 8th grade, they were getting bludgeoned their first year, but they keep coming back, and they get better every year. Now they're winning games. That's what winning. If you want to win on the AAU level, that's what you do. You go get the kids you can go get. You take that group, and you develop them. And you continue to develop them. And once you get to a point where they understand what you're trying to implement and teach them, you'll start winning games. But that goes back to what Chill Will just said. There's no professionalism. They don't know how to run a practice. They don't know how to practice. They in there doing 3-man weave, 3-on-2 back to 2-on-1. They doing all these better basketball internet drills. They're doing all these internet drills, and they have no purpose in why they're doing it. They're not stopping and teaching when they see a mistake. Bro, I was in there with our 8th grade coach, Coach AZ, and our 2 assistants. I went in last week with them in practice, right? Because our job now, and here's the thing. If you're like me and Chill Will and Breeze, we're AAU directors, right? We're directors of an AAU program. We don't coach. We're not on the sideline. We have coaches to do that. But you know what our job is? On top of developing the player, helping to develop the players, it's our job to develop the coaches. Right? I was a high school basketball coach for 13 years. Brian was a high school basketball coach for 7 years. We got 20 years of high school basketball coaching experience, right? So it's our job to help these young guys, Coach AZ, Coach John, Coach Big Mike. It's our job to help them learn how to coach. So we go in and we help structure their practice. We teach them how to structure a practice. We teach them how to get what they need to get out of practice. We just ain't going into practice running drills and running up and down. Bro, we don't do no 5-on-5 in practice. For what? You got enough of that that's going to happen in the game. If we're going 5-on-5, we're going 5-on-0. We're going dummy offense. We're going dummy defense. We're working on road. Our whole practice is shell drill. I'm going to tell you again, if you're in grassroots basketball, stop running zone offense. Stop it.
You said they should stop zone in the AAU.
Bro, there should be no reason you're out there running a 2-3 zone, bro. For what? What is a kid learning during the summer by sitting in the 2-3 zone? What is he learning?
Standing in the middle.
Just stand and watch the ball. You're not teaching. You're not teaching. Now, if you want to run you a 2-2-1 press, 1-2-1-1, 1-2-2 press, okay. If you want to run you some zone full court pressure, zone half court pressure, fine. But if you're coming back and you just sitting back in a 2-3, man, stop. Stop it, bro.
You're going to get scored on.
But you're not developing your kids. They're not getting any better. The coach is going to get them back come basketball season. He going to say run man-to-man, and they're going to say run shell drill, and they're going to be lost.
That's tough.
And you just had a full spring and summer, 4 or 5 months on an AAU team, traveling around the country, spending buku amounts of bread, wearing the book bag, the slides, and the uniform, and you've learned absolutely nothing from it. That's an issue, y'all. We have to have coaches have account. Now, I get it. It's 1 million teams playing AAU basketball.
A lot of basketball.
It's a lot of basketball, a lot of kids. And it's not adequate enough teachers out there to teach those teams. I get it. Some of y'all just gonna fall by the wayside because that's just how the world works. You know what I'm saying, Breezy? Everybody ain't gonna hit. Just how the world works, right? So some of y'all gonna fall by the wayside simply because of that. But if you have an opportunity to, parents, really vet your coaches, vet your program, that's what you need to do. Find out their resume, right? What's your resume? If their resume only consists of AAU coaching, run. Run. Real talk, run. Get away from there. I'm going to catch flack for this. But I don't care. An AAU coach is not a real coach. Okay? And I'm going to answer the phone on that one. Answer the phone on that one.
Voicemail, press 2.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Lance, Huntsville, Alabama.
There he is. He's in the building. I got Lance from Huntsville calling in, checking in. What's going on with it, Lance? How you been, my brother?
Good. You had a lot of good points tonight, and I just wanted to chime in on a couple things. So one is, the Manning family has been pretty successful at producing high-level athletes, and that I respect about what they have always done in their family is they have never allowed anybody in their family to participate in, higher level stuff until 14 years old. And the reason behind that is, fine motor skills and, sports science behind it. And I've seen that to be true. So these kids, get on a particular list and they're, 8, 9, 10 years old. Like there should be a list for 8, 9, 10-year-olds.
Not at all. Not at all.
But I think that, and until you get a freshman, at least your summer of your freshman year, get with a really good development person and take that time and invest that money instead of staying at a Hampton Inn every weekend chasing a tournament. You said a book bag the size of your body. Like spend that on a really good skill development guy that can get there and work on being an athlete, man. Jump over trash cans, learn to do stuff like that. Just because kids aren't in the backyard anymore, learn how to be an athlete.
Hey man, that is such a great point.
Yeah.
Right.
Get off the game.
Now I will tell you this. You said a key word in there, and I hope that didn't go over people's head. Find you a really good and reputable skills development trainer. Right?
Yes.
Not this guy that maybe played a couple years of college basketball, maybe played in high school, and he plays 2K every day, watches the NBA, and he says he's a skill development coach. Stay away from that guy.
Well, here's one thing that you can evaluate. Tell him that you want to come and evaluate us. If he has more than 3 kids standing in the line to wait to dribble through some cones, just say next and walk out.
Yep. Listen, if your ball
and here's the thing: if
cones,
people that are listening don't know reputable skill development people, pick up the phone and call iBall.
I got you. Better have your subscription in iBallRadio.com. But
That's
I got
a good phone call.
That's a good phone call
Exactly.
to make.
Let me put the number up.
Yeah, go put the number.
But if you are a player that's listening right now and you're under the age of 14 and you're not working several days a week, more than 2 with a high level skill development person, and you're just wasting your parents' money by part of somebody with a fancy uniform and backpack on the weekend staying in the Hampton Inn, that ain't it.
That's not it. That's not it. And it's funny you say that, bro, because I just pulled up Instagram and I shouldn't have. And the first thing on my list is a 2029 list. That's 8th graders. We just got done talking about our 8th grade team, right? And I just watched a lot of 8th grade basketball this weekend. Bro, the best player is the best athlete. That don't make him a basketball player. You know what I mean? Like, right. they have physically developed faster than everybody else. We got a little 8th grader, LaMarcus Russell. How tall you say LaMarcus is, Breezy? 5 feet?
Hey.
5'1"?
Yeah, something like that.
And he's one of the most skilled players in the state.
He hooping.
He'll
take you down through there.
But here's the thing. I know this. I'm not finna sit there and be like, oh, LaMarcus is the number 12 player in the state. What I look like? How I know that? Right? So they hadn't even played high school basketball yet. So you're telling me he's the best middle schooler in the world. Tell me where they pay middle schoolers. Tell me where middle schoolers get opportunities and college scholarships. Tell me what you get out of being called the best middle schooler in the state. Nothing. That means absolutely. You know, if you're the number 1 middle schooler in the state, Lance, you know where the only place you can go? Down.
Middle school.
Only thing you can do the rest of your career is drop. It's drop. Right. You know what I mean? So, and that's not what you want. You.
Hey, what was that kid? Julian Newman, or what was his name?
That's his name. That's him.
Yeah.
That's him. That's him, bro. So yeah, man. I don't get that part, but I agree, Lance. Get you a good skills development trainer. Go to your local Y. Go to your local community centers and play pickup basketball. Go to your local park. Go find you some pickup games. There's nothing wrong with that.
We was talking about that sitting on the bench this weekend.
Sure was, bro.
All right, go find you some grit.
Go find you some toughness. Tell them, Lance, like you've been
line up some trash cans in your driveway. Practice dribbling around them, jumping over. What are all the things you can do with a trash can, man? It's unbelievable.
And listen, Lance, you know this. From being in all those gyms over the years growing up. That's where your toughness is developed in pickup basketball. Because you get in there and somebody you foul somebody hard and they call a foul on you. You gotta argue your call, right? And you got to be able to stand on business. Ain't that what it's called, Breeze?
What they say?
And you got to be able to stand on business in there. And if you not, you might get punked. And if you don't get punked, you might end up in a fight. Guess what that develops?
Hey, when you're 14, 15, and if you can hoop a little bit, and you play against Debo, who just got off the back end of the garbage truck, There might be a fight.
It might be one.
Debo.
He might elbow you once or twice, and you might have to say something to him.
That's right.
But that develops toughness. So now when you get in a structured environment and somebody shoots you an elbow, it don't phase you.
But you better have your elbows up.
Right? Because I know a kid that got elbowed this weekend and it completely threw his game off. He was completely non-factor and a non-help to his team because somebody elbowed him and it took him completely out of his game. One, he was probably scared, and two,
or just a little tug of the jersey.
Come on, man. Like, you gotta develop some toughness, man. You have to, and it's not done by just traveling around like Lance said, staying in Hampton Inn, spending a bunch of money. Even though we got Hilton rewards over here, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, however you decide to do it.
Right. Just, you know what I'm saying?
You know, one thing that I appreciate that my dad did was when we were growing up and being developed was he put us in tournaments that were man-to-man only. You're talking about the zone stuff, right?
Right. I'm sorry.
And here's the thing. It is when you have Brian Williams versus Felipe Lopez, you better have some quick feet. That ain't zone basketball.
It ain't zone basketball, my brother. It ain't zone basketball. And like I say, if
I know you got another call coming in, I'll let you take that.
All right, sound good, my brother. There he is, man. Our guy Lance from Huntsville on the phone, man. Of course, we'll talk to him again on Thursday. Yeah, man. Call back, man. You just called in, call back. We hadn't got our switchboard hooked up where we can click over and put you on hold, but we'll have that we got a switchboard. We just hadn't hooked it up. But we'll have that very soon. So call if you want, man. Call back in, man. We got you. Call back in right now, and we'll let you on the air right here with iBall Radio, Breezy, and D with a coach. But yeah, Breeze.
Lance made a lot of great points as usual. So just you got to validate your people.
Validate them, man. And your development is not skyrocketed in any shape, form, or fashion. Like, you can't rush the process.
It's because if you do, you cheating.
You cheat, and
you can't get to the top of the stairs by not going up the bottom.
Right.
Press 1 to send a voicemail.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Coach Corey Carter, Percy Julian High School.
What high school?
Percy Julian here in Montgomery.
Oh, okay. What's up, Coach Carter? What's happening? Appreciate you calling in, man. What you got for us tonight?
What's going on with you guys? I just have one thing, man. You said something important. This is for every AAU coach listening to this show or watching this on YouTube. Please teach your kids man-to-man defense.
Hit the horn, Breezy.
Please go over shell drill with them every day.
Hey, Coach, how often do they need to do that? Say it again.
Every day.
Every day.
Come on, man.
Perfect.
That's a high school coach, y'all. This is a high school coach on the 6A level telling y'all what you need, because AAU coaches, like you say, Coach Carter, AAU coaches are doing a horrible job of doing the job that they're summoned to do, which is develop the players to send back to you guys so you guys can have a better product.
And the thing about it, and you said something else too, AAU programs got to understand, we need your help to develop these kids. But if they come to us in the fall and they don't know that when I brought the ball to say ball or 1-1 pass away, I got denied, we got a problem. We got to teach them. They should already know.
Thanks.
But then they'll say, I play for such and such AAU program. And they get mad with me. And I'm going to tell you what I tell them, Coach.
What's that?
They ain't teaching you nothing.
True.
Facts.
It don't matter what AAU program you play for if they ain't teaching you nothing.
Say it look good. It look good to say I play for them, but what are they teaching?
It looks great to say I play for such and such. Play such and such program, and all I'm doing is going to Birmingham or to the multiplex or Pensacola and back.
Hit the horn, Breezy.
Hey, you hear it here first.
Listen to me, parents. This is that was for AAU program. This is for parents. If you take your child to an AAU tournament and you walk in that building and there are no coaches in that building, college coaches, I mean, you are wasting your money.
Hit the horn, Breeze. Hey, listen.
Give it to him,
Give it
coach.
to him, coach.
Because they don't believe us.
Yeah.
Seriously, because these kids think they're doing something if they go play in front of the same people they see every weekend.
I'm so happy they're hearing it from somebody other than me. You know, like that makes me feel good that somebody else, a high school basketball coach, is telling you the struggles that they have with a kid who thinks they can play and a parent who thinks their child can play. And they come to me and the basics, the fundamentals of basketball, they don't understand.
Hey, and I'm one. Most coaches like to make the players feel like they're the best thing since sliced bread. That is not my personality. I am a straight shooter. I am old school.
Love that.
So if you can't, if you're right-handed and can't dribble with your left hand, I'm gonna tell you. If you're left-handed and can't dribble with your right hand, I'm gonna tell you.
Now, Coach, I got a question for you.
But that's all I got, man.
I know. Now, I got a question for you before you go. I know you. I got a quick
Yes,
question
sir.
for you. So, and we talked about this earlier in the show. When a parent says the statement of my child plays better in AAU basketball than they do in school basketball, and my answer to that was because there's no accountability. What says you as a high school basketball coach? Like, why do you think parents and players say I play better here than I do here?
You said the word already. Accountability. There's no. I'm not gonna say there's no accountability in all AAU programs, but it's lacking. You get to go and it's just throw the ball out and go up and down the court 5-on-5. So when you go out and make a mistake, they just say, okay, put somebody else in. But they're not teaching the kids what they're doing wrong and telling them why they're coming out the game. And to take it a step further, they're not practicing all those mistakes when they do have practice.
Talk to them, coach.
Talk to him, coach.
Talk to them, coach.
This is the thing. If you want your kids to develop, in my opinion, and this is for anybody who's listening, tell them what his or her weakness is. And make sure they're working on his or her weakness.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
Well, accountability matters. And watch this. Accountability not only matters in sports, it matters in life.
Hit the horn, Breezy. Hey, we say this all the time, Coach. Basketball and sports in general breeds character. And that character breeds the person that you're going to be in the future. Some of your best mentors that from your childhood, I'm sure, are your ex-coaches.
Of course.
Oh, man. It's y'all, you have a responsibility if you call yourself a coach.
Listen to me. Coach Homer Davis, legendary coach from R.C. Hatch, was my neighbor growing up. He was training me to be a coach when I was a kid, when I didn't even know it.
Wow.
And here I am now in my mid-40s, and I'm coaching. I didn't even see it coming when I was a kid.
There it is, man. Mentors matter, man. Y'all coaches out there, you matter, man. But Coach Carter, man, we appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you for checking in. And, of course, phone lines are always open.
Hey, can y'all do me one Can y'all do me one favor?
Of course.
On one episode,
Of course.
Coach Will, get your brother in there one time, and please let him tell people just how cold of a basketball player he used to be. Because I really don't think his kids that he coached know just how cold he was when he was in high school.
Hey, listen, Coach, I tell them all the time, he's the best player the state of Alabama has ever seen. And he's by far the best player the city of Montgomery has ever seen. He was the coldest.
Listen to me, Coach. See, a lot of people, they know Coach Brian Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. I saw Sweet.
Hit the horn.
And I'm going on that one.
There it is, man. Well, Coach Carter, man, appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you again.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, he said he know who? Sweets, baby. Hey, he knows Sweets. He was the coldest, man. But yeah, man. So there it is, man. That's a high school basketball coach on the 6A level, man. He's assistant over at Percy Julian under Coach Coach Johnson, Coach BJ over there at Percy Julian, former Robert E. Lee. Telling you, bro.
What we've been saying.
What we've been saying. And he said something in there, Breeze, that I loved that I think is the key to bridge the gap between AAU and school ball.
Okay, what's that?
He said it. He was like, us high school coaches need the AAU coaches to understand we need y'all.
Oh, yeah, that development. Yeah, we need
because high school coaches are limited with the time that they can spend with their players.
Yeah.
So the AAU coach has free reign. The trainer has free reign.
Y'all got months.
Y'all got all the time. So high school, they need. So my point earlier was, you got these guys out here who have no coaching resume outside of AAU. I told you, it's the only thing they ever coached was AAU run. We tell all our coaches, that we're grooming right now, go sit on somebody's staff. Coach John, he coached our 7th grade and 6th grade, 7th grade. Now they're 8th graders. He's moved back to our 6th graders. He's sitting on Coach Jeremy Arendt's bench, learning from a state championship coach. Then he comes to us in the summer. We allow him to run his program, and then he gets to learn from us. Bro, at the end of every tournament, guess what me and Chill will do? We're in a group chat with our coaches. We send out critiques. We tell them what they did good. We tell them what they didn't do. During the game, we go to them and talk to them about stuff, right? We're teaching on the fly. So if you come work for us, bro, you got to have thick skin. Because I'm going to tell you what you did wrong. Coach AZ was complaining with a referee about a call. And they were going back and forth like, AZ, why are you arguing with the ref? That call is insignificant. Yeah, he could have called a foul, but it's insignificant. It doesn't change the game. Let it go. Because the referee will respect you more if you don't argue that call. Because if he's like, man, why are you arguing this call?
There's gonna be a lot of other calls.
It's gonna be a lot of other calls.
Calls that need some saying.
Make it worthwhile. Just don't be arguing to argue. And guess what AZ said? You right. I got you. You right.
Coach.
I got you, coach. You right. And he moved on. And guess what? He went right back to coaching his players.
Yeah. You know.
It's guys in there that don't have that mentorship. Right? They just out there free flowing. Now they've been arguing with the coach for 3 quarters. Arguing with the referee for 3 quarters about a call in the first quarter, and your team is down, and now you cussing out all your kids because you mad at the referee.
And got a tick.
Come on, man. There's levels to this, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? But that was an interesting conversation, man, on AAU. Let's dive into these kids, man. It's time to talk about some kids, bro. It's time to talk about some kids. Over the last couple of weeks, man, we have dropped several articles including our iBall TDB lottery rankings. Let's go back to our article we dropped last week that got a lot of traction, man. Salute to y'all who all tapped into that. But we dropped the article talking about our top 5 point guards in the class of 2026. Top 5 point guards we got listed in the class of 2026. At number 1, we got Jalen Alexander. Number 2, we got Diggy Coleman. Number 3, we got Jay Green. Number 4, we got Isaiah McLean. And number 5, we got Trey Davis. Of course, Jalen Alexander from Oxford. Diggy Coleman. Well, Oxford, he plays with Team Thad in the summer. Diggy Coleman at Dothan, he plays with Pro 1 UAA. Jay Green is at Ramsey and plays with SMB out on the Puma circuit. Trey Davis is also a Pro 1 UAA guy. And Isaiah McLean, I'm not sure where Isaiah is playing AAU, but he's from Minor. He got it going on, right? So I'm going to tell you like this, bro. This is a very adequate list. Now, let's break it down real quick. We're going to go through these real quick. Jalen Alexander, in my opinion, is the most polished point guard in the state of Alabama. He is the most, right now, college ready, right? I think he can step onto a campus right now and run a program. You can hand him the ball right now, and I think he can get it done, right? Second on that most ready list, I believe, is Jay Green. I think Jay Green is ready to plug and play into a Division I program right now, and as he's already committed to Alabama A&M, right? He's already committed to Alabama A&M. So Jalen Alexander and Jay Green, in my opinion, are the 2 most polished point guards in this class. Diggy Coleman, in my opinion, is the most dynamic. Out of all of them, he doesn't have much of a ceiling, because he can, if he figures it out, he can be tremendous. I mean, incredible, right? That's why I got him ranked as a second-rated point guard in the class. Trey Davis is a solid knockdown shooter. Now, Isaiah McLean is the dark horse in this group. Breeze, I know you remember. Go back to the beginning of the season. The first tournament we went to in Birmingham, and we were able to, it might have been at Minor. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was at Minor. It was the Veterans Day Classic at Minor. And we got a chance to watch Isaiah McLean with Minor play. And I said to you, I'm like, man, that kid, they're getting it done.
Yeah.
No, smaller guard, but it was really getting it done. He just has the poise. He has the body movements. You know, I talk a lot about how you look, how you move, how you operate. I can see that in warmups, right? And you can see he has the handle, he has the poise, he can score, right? He can really score, right? So this group of point guards, bro, is a very high level group. And I know for a fact every single one of them will play college basketball. I think Jalen Alexander has the highest ceiling. I think he will probably go the highest, right? I think he can possibly go SEC, right? I think he has SEC talent, and it's very possible that happens for him. Okay. Diggy Coleman, I think, is a Division I basketball player. Level, I don't know right now, right? I think this summer, playing alongside Gage Mayfield and guys like that for Pro 1 and having Danny Cervic in his corner, that opportunity is going to come, right? Because he's going to have those flashes out there on the circuit this summer where it's going to have coaches, especially during live periods, eyes popping out. Because it only takes a couple of loud plays.
That's it.
And Diggy is very, very capable of some very loud plays.
Make you stand up out your seat.
Make you stand up out your seat, boy. So that's why. That's why I got them rated in that slot. But like I say, Jay Green is nothing to slouch at. He could easily be the number 2 point guard in this class. Easily, right? Very easily. Like I say, he's more polished and ready as a point guard right now, in my opinion. However, I think Diggy's a tad bit more dynamic. It's not a comparison between them. You know what I'm saying? It's just how we got them ranked. Listen, what we always say about ranking, somebody got to be 1, somebody got to be 215. Everybody can't be the same number, right? We got to put them in sequence. So since we got to do that, that's how we did that part of it. Man, that's the article we dropped. It's alive right now, iBallRadio.com. Go check it out. It's full breakdowns, full evaluations of their games. You can go check that out right now on iBallRadio.com. We also dropped a most recruitable prospects article last week. Now, I'm going to make you go read that one because it is good. Okay? I'm going to make you go read that one. You got to go to iBallRadio.com, pull up the most recruitable prospects in the class. I think we listed 8 players. Double check. Yeah, we listed 8 players on this list. We call the most recruitable players in the state in the class of 2026. Go to iBallRadio.com and check out that article right now. It's a very, very, very interesting and informative article. We also dropped last week, man, our 2026 breakout watch list. Now, this was my favorite article of last week because it was talking about guys that are, weren't no lottery guys. None of these guys were in the lottery, right? These are guys who we believe are primed for breakout AAU seasons. They're primed for breakout spring and summer seasons. On that list, we had Bull Bowler from down in Escambia County. Remember, we talked about Bull Bowler during the year because he was getting 30 and 40, right? And he was dunking on people at 6'1". And we said he had one of the coolest names in the state of Alabama, right? So Bull Bowler is playing with the Crimson Kings this summer. Hold on, bro. Let me pull some up real quick live because I want to say, before I say it, I want to make sure because I think I'm right. But I want to be 100% right. Yeah, dog. Bull Bowler in Kansas this weekend, hooping with the Crimson Kings, had a game, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 5 steals with 7 3-pointers.
All over.
Filling up the stat sheet. If that's not a breakout performance, if college coaches aren't seeing a performance like this on an Adidas Gold Gauntlet saying, oh, this kid can play.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're looking at. That's a breakout performance. Another guy on that list, man, Josh Wilkerson. Now, Josh is a kid who I think he's primed for a breakout year, but he's kind of known because he's played with Buckhorn. He was on that Buckhorn team. He's got 2 state championships. And so he's somebody that we've been familiar with over the last several seasons. He's playing with SMB, Self-Made Ballers. He's playing with Jay Green them on that Puma Next circuit. And I'm gonna tell you something about him, bro. He's a guy who I think a lot was expected out of him too early. Okay, I think playing behind Caleb Holt and having that athleticism early. He got his athleticism early. He was dunking 8th, 9th grade, right? In-game dunks by then. So his athleticism peaked early. Well, I'm not going to say it peaked. It just hit earlier than others, right? And people wanted to compare him to Caleb Holt naturally because he was playing on a team with Caleb Holt, right? So people wanted to compare him to him. And I think that, I'm not going to say it hurt him. I just think it was unfair, right? It was unfair, right? But this past season, he didn't have his best season. But Buckhorn was down because they lost Caleb. They took a hit, right? They took a hit this year because that's a blow to take when you lose the number 3 player in the country. That's tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
Back-to-back 6A player of the year, Mr. Basketball, back-to-back state championships. That's tough when you lose that guy, right? So I think he's prime. I think I saw the other day, SMB, TJ Green posted that he had 24, 25 in a game over the weekend at the Tip-Off Classic in Atlanta. I think that's an OTR event. Had 24 in the game and got a write-up, and they said how dynamic he was. So he's another guy. Now, this kid, Rashawn Lambert from Shades Valley, that's one we really got to pay attention to this year. I think tomorrow you'll see where he's ranked. I think he's too low on that list. But he's going to have a year, right? Have your big summer, have your big senior year at Shades Valley for Coach Howard. Right. And then I believe he will be a stock riser. I think Rashawn Lambert, in my opinion, right now is a stock riser. Right. I think as the summer goes on and we see more of him, I think his stock will continue to rise. Another guy on that list is Solomon Williams. Solomon Williams from Central Phoenix City. Right. He had a really good year this year. However, it was tough for him because he played behind Jacoby Hill. He played behind Bryce Dawkins. He played behind Jonah Jones. He played behind Desmond Williams. Like, it's tough. He had to come off the bench. He played behind Jaden Ford. Like, he had to come off the bench. But he's a combo guard that I think is going to have a big breakout season for Central Phoenix City this year. Now, Central Phoenix City, as we know, are going through changes with Coach Burkett stepping down and moving on to Georgia, right? That's a coaching vacancy now at Central Phoenix City. It's going to be interesting to see who gets that job and to see who takes that program over because that is a bolstering and thriving program. And Solomon Williams is a piece that you have at that school right now that you can build around. He's going to be big for Central Phoenix City next year. And the last on that list is Slate Gilbert, 6'7" wing from Winfield. Now, this kid, man, is a bucket, right? And in my humble opinion, he's going to have a super breakout season. That's going to be a guy that's going to jump on college coaches' radar.
Right.
What level, I'm not sure, right? But I think right now he should be getting plenty of D2, D3, NAIA, and JUCO offers right now.
Right now.
They should be on his line right now because you don't want to let the big boys get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to build that relationship. Build that relationship now. Slate Gilbert is one of those guys. He can do it all, man. He can put it on the floor. He can shoot it. He has a big body. He's able to overpower smaller guards. He's able to play over the top of bigger players also to try to guard him. He can go by. He can put bigger players out on the perimeter and beat them off the dribble. He can post up small guards. He can post up bigger players. Right. He has a complete game, a complete offensive game, and I'm really impressed with him. I like watching him last year, and I'm anxious to see what he looks like coming into next basketball season once we come out of the spring and the summer, man. But those are the 5 guys we mentioned on our breakout list. We also today we dropped the article about our certified bucket getters, man. No, top 2 guards in the state. It wasn't our top 5. We didn't do a top 5 list of shooting guards. We just said some of the top shooting guards in the state of Alabama, man. On that list, we got Jackson Pennery from Pike Road. We got the number 1 shooting guard in the state, in my opinion, Jacoby Sharp from Gadsden City. We got Caden Steiner from Jasper. We watched Caden dunk on somebody this year, Breezy, when we were in Jasper. Yep. He's explosive shooting guard who can really knock it down from the outside, but he plays with a hell of a motor.
Yeah.
Like, he plays with a hell of a motor. You love watching a kid like Caden Steiner play. You love watching Caden Steiner play. Also, Jackson Woodard from Hayden. You know, he's on that Stack Hayden team with Tucker Hyatt, Joshua Martin, that had the big upset of Ramsey in the playoffs this past year. He plays on that team, right? He was the 3rd option on that team, but he's a guy who can really fill it up from the outside. Catch him and Jackson Pennery, catch them in a corner somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Catch them in a corner somewhere, knocking down 3-point shots.
Corner boys.
Them corner boys. We love corner boys, man. Don't let them tell you don't love no corner boy. And last but not least on this list, Jordan Suter from Northridge. We watched him play. I think that was in Jasper also. We got a chance to watch Northridge play last year. We got a chance to watch him several times, and he played very well. That's when he jumped on our radar. And I think we wrote an article about him coming out of that tournament. We dropped the article on Jordan Suter back then. That's up on iBallradio.com, man. You can scroll back through our old articles and check that out. But he's now been picked up by Pro 1 and is running on that UAA circuit with Pro 1, with Diggy and Gage and all those guys, man. So he's playing big time spring and summer basketball. So I'm looking for his development to go through the roof, playing for a Danny Cervic, playing for Adam Morrison, playing for those type of guys. I'm looking for him to have a big jump. And with the departure of what's my main Wilkin, with the departure of Wilkin moving on, graduating, that's opening up the door for Jordan Suter to take over that Northridge program and really be the leader of that basketball team and get big buckets. I'm looking for some big games out of him next year. Some 20, 30, 40-point games. I think once he gets back to school ball and after playing for Pro 1, playing on that higher level, I expect him to have a really, really big year coming up, man. For Northridge. But yeah, man, that article is up live right now. Like I mentioned, man, we got the small forwards dropping tomorrow. We'll probably drop that around 10:30, 11. The full iBall TDB rankings go up tomorrow. 15 through 215 will be released tomorrow exclusively on iBallradio.com, man. So if you want to see, you're in the class of 2026 and you want to see where you fall in the rankings, go get your iBall Radio subscription and it'll be out tomorrow. Now, if you're not, I know it's my list was 250. I only ranked 215. So it's a lot of y'all out there we know, right? We know you're out there. If you want to make the list, because we're only supposed to do 200. And I went to 215, right? If you want to make the list and you're not on this list, it's 2 reasons you're probably not on this list. 1, you probably need to get better. That's number 1. Number 2, you got to tap in with us. We don't have your information. If we don't have your information, I can't talk about you. Kind of how I go, right?
That's true.
So, you know, what's up, Hardiman? I appreciate that. Thank you, Austin Hardiman. We love. Thank you for giving us a shout out, and shout out to the chat, man. But Breezy, man,
shout out to the chat.
I got some more to talk about, man. But it's 8:30. It's our time. Been on what, hour and a half?
Yeah, you can hold it.
Yeah, we can hold it. All right, yeah, because I don't want to rush through it. So, man, listen, tap in, man, tomorrow, iBallRadio.com. Go fill out your player card if you're a player. If you're a parent,
Gotta do that.
go get you an iBall Radio subscription. Because you're going to want to know when we mention your child's name. Because guess what? We about going to mention their name. Y'all see how many, Breezy, how many names did we just call?
I'd say at least about 40, 50, 60.
We was up there. We were just up there on the amount of names we just called in this little bit of time of episode, man. So shout out to all the callers tonight, man, for tapping in with us. Shout out to the chat, man. When this many got a college coach. There might be a college coach in the chat. Bevel State looking for some.
Ooh.
Coach, hit my line. If you're a coach at Bevel State, coach, hit my line 334-209-5222. When we get off the air tonight, I got you, coach.
I got you, coach.
I got you. If Bevel, hey, listen, Bevel State, if y'all need something, I got you. Hit my line. I got you, man. I'll send them your way. I know who you want. I know tell me what you're looking for. I got what you need. I know who you need. There's nobody better that does this than iBall Radio or iBallRadio.com. But Breezy, run the music. Let's get up on
.com.
Well, there it is, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight right here on the iBall Radio live call-in show, man. We're over 200 episodes. We're over 60 episodes of the live call-in show, man. We do this, man. There's no other platform in the state of Alabama doing it like we do it. So make sure you tap in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The more people that know, the more people we can help. The more parents that know, the more kids we can help. The more college coaches that know, the more programs we can help. And we are here to help out every single hooper hooping in the state of Alabama. We're here to help out every single high school hooping in the state of Alabama. We're here to help every single junior college, D2, D3, NAIA, Division I program in the state of Alabama that's hooping. iBall Radio is here to help you. So tap in with us, man. Listen, college coaches, go get your premium subscription, iBallRadio.com. Go get your premium subscription. It gives you access to the player database. All players' information are in the player database. Players, if you want a college coach to pull up your information in the player database, go fill out your player card. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Real simple.
Hey, Breezy, where we at this weekend? We off this weekend, right?
Got confirmed with the schedule.
Yeah, I think we're off this weekend. So
Okay.
Listen, we're open this weekend. So if you want us to come out and watch you, if you're got an AAU tournament somewhere in the state of Alabama, from the top of the map to the bottom of the map, if you're hooping somewhere and you want iBall Radio to come put their eyes on you live, now listen to me. Don't call me to tell me to come watch you play if you ain't playing. I'm not finna waste my money to come watch you sit on the bench for 3 games. So if you need more time, get more time. But if you want us to come out and evaluate you this weekend, man, hit the line, hit the DM, 334-209-5222, or you can hit us right here on Instagram. Hit the DM, let us know, man, and we'll try to come out and watch you play. Anything else would be uncivilized. But we up out of here, my guy. Appreciate y'all hanging out. My boy SMB in the building. We just talked about a couple of yours, Josh Wilkinson and Jay Green. Like I say, Jay Green is in my opinion, one of the most polished point guards in the state. He's probably he's a Division I ready now point guard right now. Josh Wilkinson is a breakout star waiting to happen. And we're going to get to all my other guys, Carson McKinney. Listen, I got another one. Jay, I got one. My boy, Ayo. Our boy, Ayo, Andy Alls.
Ayo.
I got one. Article's already done. I just ain't dropped it. So be on the lookout. Andy Alls, I got one coming for you too, my guy. So, yeah, SMB is on the hook. We talk about the kids because they locked in with us, right? And we'll talk about everybody else, man. But Breezy, man, holla at these folks, bro.
Hey, man, it's your boy Breezy, and you know it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man. You already know. They call me coach because I teach you how to ball. Until Thursday night, we out. Peace. Long live Hero.
For sure.